Hello. So I've just purchased this new tent. It is a Vango Tryfan 300. This is the first time I've had it up properly. And when I was looking on the internet I could only find so many videos and reviews, so I thought I'd do my own in case it's useful to somebody. It's a 3-person tent, so there's plenty of space. We'll get inside in a minute. There's plenty of space inside. It goes up in about 5 minutes. It is just 4 poles. There's only a little threading pulled through sleeves, so it's not too time consuming. Two across the middle, and then the 2 that end here slightly short of the ground. You pitch the inside first. There's no way of attaching the 2 so that they pitch together. And then you throw the green layer over the top. It attaches with Velcro at the 4 corners with the poles across, and it goes up with a minimum of 6 pegs, 4 at the corners and then 1 each at each of the porch points there. Obviously there's also another 4 guy lines which I haven't put out at the moment because the weather's good. On the top here we have a vent on each side. That can come down. Is it? Yeah. You can flatten that down if need be. You can't completely close it, but that's probably for the best, or you'd end up with a lot of condensation. You can see the 2 sides are actually different. There's a zip here on this side. The zip goes round like that. So there's actually 4 zips, so you can almost completely remove it. You can open half like I've done. You can just have the top open slightly. There are a lot of zips on this tent. It's all very configurable. On this side it works differently. There is 1 zip and it comes down here. So you can just pull back the curtain like I have done. Okay, I think that's everything on the outside. You can see the height of it. You compare it to it's not quite as high as my car. So it's not a small dome tent. It is 4.3 kilograms, so it's probably not really a backpacking tent, not a serious backpacking tent. But if it's 2 or 3 of you sharing the weight, it's possibly an option. Okay, let us head in. So, I have got a single airbed in here at the moment, and I have put it across the way, and it fits perfectly. So that's kind of useful because then it gives me all this extra space. You could get 3 airbeds in here side by side with pretty much no extra space. I did also look at the 2-person tent, the 200, and it wasn't actually wide enough side to side here for our double airbed. It would be probably fine with 2 Sims, but not with a full-size airbed. And that was the deciding factor in going for this one. So, as well as the side doors, which we've already looked at, there are 2 end doors. Well, they're not really doors, they aren't much lower than that. There's some feet for comparison, it's that sort of a height. All 4 doors have the same mini zip system. So if we undo the first layer, we then have a layer of mesh netting to keep the bugs out. We can undo the second layer. And we're through to the outer green layer. Again, we can unzip this. Actually, let's not do it that way. Let us put that. Undo the entire thing. It's a bit tricky to see here, but there is a pocket in each corner. So all this excess fabric is now just up in there, out of the way. So much easier than just tying it up. And we instantly have that nice. So you can have all 4 sides open. So there's lots and lots of air going through this tent. If we look up the roof, there's the vents that I showed you earlier. The bits that you can't close, they're the only bits that you can't close entirely. We have 4 pockets up high. You can put your phone, lights, that sort of thing. And then down in each corner we have another 4 pockets. You can either tie back, like this one I've used to tie back the door. You just stuff it in there, get it out of the way. But there's 4 of them, so there's plenty of space for your own stuff as well. As you can see, I'm going to turn this around briefly. There is plenty of headroom. Yeah, so I'm sitting straight on the floor and loads of space. Okay. The ground sheet, you can see, feels like it could be a little bit flimsy, but I haven't slept in this tent, but I have slept in a tent, in another Vango tent made of the same materials, and it's been perfectly waterproof. However, I have this time put a ground sheet under here. I just feel like if you're on anything not as soft as grass, you might want another layer underneath just to be on the safe side that nothing pokes through. And I think that's about it. Have a nice view.